Alright guys, here we got my two Montas. This is my Grail right here, Triumph. I'm going to put this one down for a sec, the Ocean King. So this I've had it for about 6 months now, and it's just ridiculously phenomenal. No problems at all. Timekeeping is monumental. Proportions, everything's beautiful about this watch. It's actually had the most wrist time as well. So 38.5 millimeter, 47 lug to lug, 9.7 thin. Signed crown, screw down crown, 150 meters. Rhodium plated hands, diamond cut. You got applied markers at 9, 3, and 12. Frame date window, and the loom shines amazing actually. The loom is amazing on the applied, filled in the markers, but also printed on the other indices. So obviously here, characteristics of a field watch, and basically one of the best in my opinion, one of the classiest. Pays homage to all the field watches in the past, but kind of their own twist on it. Just beautiful. The brushing, the finishing, the beveled edges in between the lugs on the chamfer. It's just a gorgeous watch. I can't stop staring at it. They have a blue dial, they have a gray dial sunburst, blue sunburst, and a discontinued green one. But the black here, the black is just, honestly guys, it's comparable to a Black Bay. It's comparable to the Rolex Explorer. It's just that beautiful matte black dial, 7 layers of anti-treatment undercoating, so the visibility is no matter what angle you're at. It's crazy the reflections it gives off. No distortion. It's got a flat sapphire crystal, a little bit of a beveled edge there. Sorry, I shut the camera. But yeah, I've been asked to do a proper review. I'm gonna try and get a proper review out soon. But this here is just me trying to set up a camera, trying to find some good lighting here in the house in the winter time. I'd love to take this back outside. The links, watch this. Fully articulating links. Like they can just stack. Sorry guys, kind of hard to do around the camera. But you get the idea. Super comfortable bracelet. They just stack like that. Screw pins, as you can see. Fully milled clasp with the Monta logo. I believe this is one of their patents. So it just ceramic ball bearings, pushes down, pushes in. Such a beautiful system they have here. Obviously you can see I wear mine, and I wear my watches. None of them are Safe Queens. They all get worn. There's this M22 movement. Basically a Sellita SW300. You can kind of see inside, not through this camera, but if you're holding it in person, you could really get a good look of it inside. And it tells you the movement. So you got Monta, 500 feet of water resistance, 150 meters, decorated crown, and obviously Swiss made. So these guys are out of St. Louis, Missouri, but they do have all of their parts and watches being made in Switzerland. They do now have a on-site Swiss maker, watchmaker, kind of doing all their final QCs and making sure the watches go out in beautiful condition, just like this one did. So this one is spec to +5, -5 seconds per day. I don't have a time grapher, but I do have an atomic G-Shock, and basically compared to that one, it's running 3 seconds per day. Sorry, -3 seconds per day, which is ridiculous. That's within cost certification specs, so I'm completely happy with that. So there's the Triumph. And then about a couple of months later, I ended up getting the Ocean King here. So the Ocean King, I got it in the gilt. Another patent, 2 patents is on their bezel and their bezel insert. So it just hits the markers every single time. No play, no bounce, nothing whatsoever. Okay, so another screw down crown. This one's offering 304 meters, so 1,000 feet. You guys can see it there on the dial. That Ocean King in red just pops. I'm going to unscrew the crown. So it's got about a 6mm crown. It does have slight crown guards. Unscrewing it is fine. I find that the only thing wrong... So let's get back to this. I can't find anything wrong with this watch. Really, the only thing I would add is maybe applied markers all the way around. But that's the only thing that I would ever change on this watch. I have so many watches. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm just starting to film them now because I'm so passionate about how these guys are making watches that I thought I'd put my own description on YouTube. You can find way better reviews out there than this. You know, Mark from Average Bros, he does an amazing job. Random Rob, he's got one. Those were the guys that really, you know, where I first saw the Monta, and I thought at first it was, you know, unattainable. But it just kept popping up. It just kept popping up. I kept seeing it. And I said, you know what? I got to go for this thing. I went for it, and I haven't bought another watch. I did. And this is where it led me to. Oh, a little bit of noise in the background. This is what it led me to. Led me to an Ocean King. Led me to an Ocean King. So, this one's obviously a little bit more. I got it on the crown and buckle, single pass, chevron strap. And this thing is taking a beating, but man, does it ever hold up. Like, this has been almost the whole summer. You can't even tell any wear and tear on this thing. These straps are legitimate. I just went with the 50. Basically, it was kind of designed for the Black Bay 58, but because I got the gilt Ocean King, I thought it was kind of pretty, fits pretty good to the color scheme and everything. So, obviously, Monta in the center there. You got the Ocean King in red. Screw down crown, 1,000 feet, 304 meters of water resistance. So this one here has all the markers applied, and that was the one thing where I said that I would do to the Triumph. You could see the size, so 38.5. Let's go through the measurements of this guy here. So 40.7, 49 lug to lug, very, very thin. 12 millimeters, something in and around the ballpark measurement there. So very, very thin. You guys can see the profile here. Let's put them right next to each other. So 9.7, and you can see this one here, a little bit higher, well under 13. I think it's 12 something. It might even be 12 or a little bit under 12. But yeah, just the bezels. So the 2 patents, well, really the 3 patents. The clasp, I forgot to show you guys this. Sorry, I'm all over the place, guys. I'm just really excited about these watches. So as you can see, it's got 4 slots. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see them there. Also, what they come with is, as you can see there, I think I have it on the other side actually. Yeah, there's a half link. So I think this was also on Jody's YouTube channel, Just One More Watch, and he said, you know, it's a great watch, you know, blah, 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 basically what everyone says about these. But he said, you know what, if the bracelet can have, I think at the time he had the version 1, he said if the bracelet can have half links, it would be much, much better. So Monta being Monta, they listen to their viewers, they put half links. Not only did they put half links, they raised the bezel up here. So they gave it the same bezel as the Atlas. They included the half links, and those are the adjustments on the watch. So back to here, the other patents are, one is the 60 click bezel and the bezel spring. Just buttery smooth and lines up perfectly. Lines up perfectly, unlike these guys here. So this is my Hulk KX, wearing it on the red Archer canvas. Really nice canvas strap, and you can see basically there's so much play. It's got a very muted, muddy feel to the bezel, and doesn't inspire any confidence in lining up whatsoever. I actually went forward and then I set it back into place. Beautiful watch, nice watch. I'll make another video on these. This is my comparison here. So this is original, unmodified 009J, and next to the Hulk KX. Really like the drilled lugs on these. So yeah, that'll be another separate video for another time, but I really wanted to show the Montas. This was my these are my grail watches, you know. Call it what you will. I know watches can't replace watches, and there's a whole nother debate on that, but basically I had an Explorer on waitlist. I canceled my waitlist for this guy here. This is 38.5. It's right in between the size of a Black Bay 36, which is perfect for me. I'm going to do a wrist shot here. 6 3/4 inch wrist. So just that transition on the bracelet is ridiculous. The finishing, the fit and finish, everything. So that's a 6 3/4 inch wrist. Just wears beautifully. The bevels, 47 lug to lug. So when I had this and I was looking at this, I had the Triumph, I was looking at the Ocean King. I said, ooh, 47. We're gonna go to 49 lug to lug. Even with the bracelet, because it has those female end links, it fits perfect. The 49 lug to lug, I can really get away with it as well. I think it ends up being somewhere around here, and it still wears really nice. So there's the wrist shot. So yeah, going back to it, I had the Explorer 39 waitlist with my AD. I went back. Kind of was hard to talk to them about it, but I said, listen, I found another watch. I don't want to wait. And I haven't bought anything else since except for another Monta. So Monta, thank you. Keep it up. Really, really, really my favorite brand right now, and has been for the past 6 months. Just wiped it with my finger. It's a pet peeve of a lot of people. There you go, guys. Alright, I'm going to sound off. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I know I'm not the first one to do these, but I just fell in love with these watches, and I said, you know what? I don't care if no one else wants to hear what I got to say about these, but I got to get it out there. What I really feel about these guys. Really, really good. I'm going to probably pick up a third Monta in 2021. Happy New Year, everyone. Take care.